So you want to be YouTube famous. You want to make it big and be rolling in the Benjamins just by playing video games? Let's talk about starting a gaming channel. Welcome back, and today we're talking about a question I get asked a lot, and that's how to start a YouTube gaming channel. I'm a pro at this because I've just been faking it 3 times a week and hoping whatever I did last night registers with viewers because I'm really too tired to remember what I recorded, and I'm just praying that I don't completely fail at a live stream. I think it's going pretty well. The hardest part of getting started is just finding your voice, so let's leave the dignity and pride at the door. Those things aren't going to be welcome here. In the comments, let me know if you've ever thought about making a channel, and if you have a friend who always talks about starting one or has tried, share this with them. I'm sure they'll thank you. Before we begin though, make sure to hit that like button if this is at least somewhat interesting to you, and then subscribe because the struggle is real. New videos release Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central. Also, check out our partners at StarWarsGaming.net. They're a great source for news and information on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and how I keep up to date without having to watch Twitter or the forums 24/7. There's a link in the description down below. So before we get into starting the channel, here's what you'll need. A console to play on, or a PC, a computer of some kind to do edits on, and a mic of some kind to record your voice with. You hopefully already have all of this, and if you're on the Xbox or PlayStation 4, you can record your gameplay on the PS4 or Xbox and transfer it by USB to your computer. Do not go out and buy a ton of equipment until you're sure this is something that you really want to do and that you're willing to put the work into. On your computer, download the following programs. I'll provide a link to all of these in the description down below. Windows Movie Maker, it's free. Audacity, it's free. Voicemeeter, it's free. These are the only programs you really need to produce a video without any bells and whistles. Again, if you decide this is something that you really want to do, then you should think about spending some money for some advanced programs. Movie Maker is a video editor. Audacity will allow you to record your audio and edit it easily. The Voicemeeter will make your mic you already have sound better. And when it comes to making a thumbnail, you need some sort of photo editor. You can simply use Paint, or if you purchased a really old version of Photoshop, you might want to go download CS2 from the Adobe website, or just Google CS2 Photoshop for free, or you can use Pixlr Editor. Once you decide this is something you really want to do, you can go out and get some nice equipment like the Elgato, which costs about $60, a blue Snowball microphone, which costs about $75, a pop filter, which you'll be needing so that you can say pop filter without it making your mic mess up. That's about $7 on Amazon. Photoshop and Premiere Elements, which is a more basic version and much cheaper than the normal version, and I think you can get that for like $99. And if you want to stream off your PC or record using your Elgato, you may need to upgrade your computer, so $900 or so depending on how high-end you want to get. So let's start by saying that if you think YouTube is super easy, you are super wrong. You will need to do a lot of work, and I mean a lot of work. You got a full-time job or school? Cool, now you've got 2. Friends want to go to a movie? Nope, got a video. Want to watch some TV? Nope, got to work on a video. Want to play the game that your channel is about? Nope, you've got enough footage to edit. Want to get some sleep? Your video is due in 2 hours, so I don't think so. This is not for the faint of heart, and it won't be as easy as you may think. Also, if you want to make it rich on YouTube, there is probably an easier way to do it. Step 1 of making a video game channel is to find the game that you really enjoy playing. And I mean really, really enjoy playing. Like, every waking minute is thinking about, planning, or playing. You don't even really have to be good at the game you're choosing, but you need to enjoy your time playing it. For me, right now anyway, this is Star Wars Battlefront 2. So have you chosen a game? Not yet? That's okay, this is just the easiest part, so take your time. Step 2, now that you've selected a game, you need to decide what you want to focus on. Do you want to be an epic plays type channel, highlighting all of your bright spots and epic moments? Do you really have enough footage to sustain that type of channel? I didn't think so. We'll put that on the back burner for a day when you don't have a video idea. Do you want to do a stats channel? Well, trust me, there's only so much you can really do with that, unless they keep releasing new content very, very quickly. So I guess that's just another video idea. Do you want to do a self-help channel or tips and tricks and news? Yep, there's really not a whole lot of info there either. Let me save you a ton of thinking. Don't worry too much about what your channel is going to be about. Get a general idea or primary goal and then come up with a bunch of secondary ideas. None of these are going to last forever, and one Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning, it'll be 3 a.m. You have to work in about 5 hours, and your video is scheduled to be released in 3 hours, and you'll be sitting in your room trying to think of what your video is going to be on. Not that I know that from experience or has ever happened, but there's going to be some long nights. And then step number 3, you need a kick-ass name. I mean like really kick-ass. Not just your gamer tag and then the system at the end, because apparently your gamer tag is widely used and that channel name is already taken. Now that you have a name that's so identifiable, everyone you tell it to will be able to find you after 3 to 4 search attempts. It's time to move on to the most important part, and that's the schedule. The one thing YouTube, analytics, and people love is a schedule. So think about when can you reliably put out a video each week. I'll give you a second to think about it. Did you come up with 2 to 3 days a week to release videos? Cool. That's a good starting number. It's going to be a long, slow growth, but it's very doable. Alright, so now that we have the days, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What time do you want to release the video? Well, there's a lot that really goes into choosing your time, but I chose 6 a.m. because that's when I wake up and it lets me stress about the numbers that video is putting out each day. Alright, so now that you've got your deadlines, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m., you need to have a video ready to roll. You think about taking a week off? Oh, not for a while. Not if you want to keep the favor of the YouTube search gods. And now finally, on step 5, we move into production. Now hopefully you're very organized, and if not, I recommend getting organized quick, fast, and in a hurry. Let's start on your first video. You need a video idea. The first month is probably the easiest. I had a ton of ideas of what I wanted to do. So just pick one of your favorite ideas that you've got so far, and let's go ahead and start writing that script. Oh, you're saying you don't need a script. I hope you like editing sound files, because that's going to be your whole life without a script. A 3 to 4 page script, which is about an 8-minute video with the speed that I talk, takes about an hour to an hour and a half to write, depending on how fleshed out the idea is in your head. Now that we got a script, let's record that audio. Now I talked about the programs earlier, and make sure to check out the description down below so you can get it. But let's say your video is going to be 8 minutes long. That's about 12 minutes of you talking before you start cutting. Then we need to edit it down and remove the awkward breaths and mistakes, which is about double the time it took for you to record, so let's say about 24 minutes. Then let's listen to that edited audio and make sure that there's no mistakes. That's another 8 minutes if it's a good day and you don't have to go back and make any additional changes. Now hopefully you've been recording a ton of footage while you play, so that way you have a ton to pull from. So that way it lines up to what you're talking about. Editing down a game to just the lives and decent parts is probably going to take about an hour or so if you're trying to make an 8-minute video. And the more you want the video to match the audio, the longer that's going to take. And if you want to add some overlays or picture-in-a-picture, that's another 10 minutes for each one or so. So let's say you want to put one in there, so that's at least 10 minutes. Now that we've got the video edited down and the audio recorded, we're about halfway done. Next, we put the video and the audio together and watch it to make sure that it makes sense. And we adjust the audio level so it doesn't drown out the voice with the background noise. This takes as long as your video is, so let's say about 8 minutes in this case. And next we need to go in and make some minor adjustments to make the audio and video match even more. That's going to take about 30 minutes, and that's going to include your transitions. Now that all that's done, let's watch it all together as a finished product, another 8 minutes or so. Finally, the video is done and it's time to upload, and that's where you can start the upload and leave, since depending on what format you saved it in, it can take forever. Or you can go ahead and start working on that thumbnail, since your video is probably due in about an hour or so, and the thumbnail does take about an hour to make. And that is if you have an idea of what you want on your thumbnail. If you don't, it might take you a little bit longer. Now that the video has been uploaded, we go in and change all the YouTube settings, so this is going to take about another 30 minutes or so. And altogether, this one 8-minute video has taken you 5 hours and 39 minutes. Doing it 3 times a week, that's 16 hours and 59 minutes of work a week, just making videos and editing. This is not including any length of time that you've spent filming your video gameplay. YouTube is a second job, whether you're making money from it or not. It's not something really easy to do, and I do recommend that you give it a shot. I'm not trying to sway anyone away from making YouTube videos. I find it to be a ton of fun and very challenging, and it's really something that I enjoy, even though it may not sound like it at times. I really hope that if you're thinking about making a YouTube channel, you go ahead and do it. It is going to be hard, it is going to be tough, And getting your views and your first subscribers is going to be a nightmare. But every single time someone clicks on your videos of someone that you don't know, or even someone that you know clicks on that videos, that's a win. And every single like that you get should lift your spirits immensely. I really hope you guys search after your dreams and you find something that makes you happy. And even though you may not make a lot of money from it, or really any, if you enjoy it, it's worth doing. I appreciate your guys' time. I hope this was somewhat fun for those of you who aren't interested in YouTube videos, and I hope for those of you who really thought about going ahead and starting a channel, I hope this helps. If you need anything else, just let me know. My email will be down in the description down below. I'll try to get to everyone who sends me anything. As I said, it does take a lot of time and a lot of work, but I'm here to help. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in game.